I want you to show Jack what you showed me.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you?
Is this exclusive content?
Yeah, you maybe release at the same time or edit it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is something we cannot talk about until Michael posts his video.
All right. So this is this company that I'm looking at related to my video. Right. This is what I want to start.
Okay.
So the problem is that investing, I'm bad at it. Right. My Robinhood portfolio looks like this. Right. That's my problem statement.
Is that actual screenshot of your?
No, but it's pretty close enough.
Sure. It's pretty close.
It's definitely close enough. So if you look at like the market demographic of new investors, some like 15% of all investors in the United States have entered in the stock market in the last 2 years. And of that, most of them are Gen X, Gen Z, millennial. You know, it's new people getting in. They're seeing memes. They want to get in the stock market. You've fucking seen it everywhere. It's bop, 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 bop. So that's where Reefly comes in. My company, Reefly, statistical algorithmic data modeling investment.
It's perfect with my aquarium. When you walked in, you saw the aquarium.
The aquarium.
Yeah, Reefly.
Yeah, I know. I got a lot of shots of that.
That's
right.
cool.
So, do a lot of, what is this? Yeah, we do all these things. Blah, blah, blah. Here's like a MVP model real quick in the app. Algorithms. So we have a couple of algorithms that we do. One is called WSB and one is called Fish. One is like, checks out the market on like forums and stuff, and there's a bunch of sentiment analysis. The other is Fish. So performance is this so far. So Fish has been outperforming the market by a lot. Actually outperformed the Dow pretty well. WSB has not. That has taken the shit for sure. Lost a lot of money.
That's where Jack gets his from.
Yeah. So that one's not doing great, but it outperformed these large hedge funds in the United States by a lot, actually, in this last 3 months. So if you look at performance, that's Fish versus large hedge fund. Oh, that's Fish. So if you have like yearly, we're looking, it's probably payment for order flow.
Yeah.
So moving forward, you saw the minimum viable product, but mostly it's the performance of this Fish algorithm that's interesting. So this is how we're going to improve it. Better food, better filtering, better water quality, right? So, yeah, and so lifespan, basic, like of this species, it's normally like 12 to 18 years, but we think with the right, like environment and food that we could get it up to like an outlier of 20 plus. So, that's Frederick, and that's Reefly. That's what I'm thinking.
Can I see the fish again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
That's the tank.
Cool.
Yeah, your numbers are looking good, man.
Yeah.
They're looking real good.
Yeah, that's the tank. Yeah. And so this is the setup. So this is the setup for it.
Yeah.
We have a lot of cameras, and then so we obviously the prompt above for like the 2 stocks that the Fish would buy, right? So it gets prompted with the 2 stocks every morning when the market opens, and then using our tracking algorithms, we're able to track it anywhere in the tank. See it?
Let's go.
Anywhere in the tank.
Okay, wait. So I'm really confused. I'm so sorry.
So here's you see how it can track anywhere?
Yeah.
So it, depending on which side of the tank it's on, it buys that, right? And then you got the stock. And then you got the stock. And so we bought that.
So wait, is this 365 days a year?
Yeah.
Or
every
well, I
day
guess
of the
not
year.
365, but you know,
Every
every
day
day the
the
stock
market's
market's
open.
open. So wouldn't at the end of the year you've basically bought probably most of the S&P 500?
Yeah,
basically
probably.
about half of it.
Yeah, just about. Yeah.
Got it.
We're looking into selling options contracts, like leveraging current stocks,
Now,
shorting.
2 questions for you. How did that compare to the S&P 500?
Outperformed
Outperformed Got
in
it.
the last 3 months.
And what would you have done if you did this algorithm and found that it was faulty and that it underperformed? Is that
Well, that's
just the
why-
video's just like, well,
That's
video's
why
done?
WSB was in there too. You know, it's one of them is there's such drastically different algorithms, drastically different methodologies that like one is going to perform well. I was sure.
So the Fish is the algorithm?
Yeah. Is that what you took from this, Jack?
I was like so
Were you
like,
not watching this?
I was watching it. I'm just so confused.
I'm just saying. Okay.
Well,
anyway.
Because the Fish determines the stock that gets bought, right?
yeah, that's what we were saying. Yeah.
That was a whole presentation, Jack.
I just got, for some reason, my brain just like start. Why are you laughing?
Because that was the entire
Is this a-
presentation.
Oh, okay, got it.
You don't get it.
Yeah, there's the fish trays that stock. And then that's the algorithm, yeah.
Got it. Okay, because in the beginning you started like you were talking about some algorithm or something. Oh, and I guess I would just think I don't know, and then
That's what we're talking about.
Got it. Okay. I got so confused, and I was like, "Wait, are you guys hearing the same conversation I'm having?"
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's, dude, I pulled that presentation on this investing house.
Wait, so explain this. So
this is pretend. That's a pretend thing. I was doing it to people. So I like took that to an investing house and like presented him in front of like these like young entrepreneur CEO type. So this is a fake presentation for a video.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
The goldfish is real.
The goldfish is real as
Yeah.
and it's actually those charts
Like
were
all the charts are real.
It outperformed BlackRock and Apollo.
Holy cow.
Yeah, by a
Like
lot.
the monkey. I was
Yeah,
talking about
just like the monkey, we should just get
portfolio.
animals to
I
trade
know.
with.
You know,
They're not emotional. That's
no,
why.
But the thing
Not
is,
emotional.
they've done studies on animal traders who do better than people because they're not emotional, and picking at random is typically better than emotionally buying into something because chances are you're buying into it because it's hyped up.
Yeah, right.
So explain this investor house because I'm not familiar with
Dude, this place is fun. This is gonna come out like same time as my video. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was asking my manager for this thing. I should probably explain it since it's coming out after. It's like it is my fish. It trades stocks. My fish trades stocks every morning. It automatically trades stocks, and it is fighting against another algorithm that is Wall Street Bets. It's a sentiment analysis bot running against the Wall Street Bets subreddit, and the fish won by like a lot, like a lot, like $7,000. And yeah, so I like was wanting to go to like an investor conference or like a pitch day thing and like pitch it in front of like boomers and stuff. And that would have been awesome. But boomers die when they get COVID. So we have none of those like competitions or anything, which is a shame because that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But my manager managed to find a house that's like, imagine Hype House, like the FaZe Clan house or something. Imagine that, but it's for investors, or not investors, CEOs and like startup founders. That's what it is. Startup founders. It's called Launch House. It's wild. It's
I've heard of that.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I never heard of it before I went to it, and it was so. It was
a
the
nice
most
house,
awkward
or
shit
like-
ever. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Cardi B's old house. It's a
Where is
huge
it?
house in the
Hollywood?
Hollywood Hills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
It's a disgustingly big house, though they do cramp people in like sardines because it's like they're trying to do this weird thing. But yeah, they got like bean bags, and unironically they got like a bunch of desks and whiteboards, and unironically like dudes skating on penny boards in between like desks and like Silicon Valley weirdness.
Yeah.
But here and in a mega mansion, it was so surreally weird. And like I pitched that in front of them, and it was so awkward and shitty, but I loved it.
Didn't they recognize you? Doesn't one person there is like, wait a second, you're
Nah,
Michael
dude.
Reeves? No,
That's another group of people. They were all surprisingly young.
Yeah.
That's like a whole other group of human beings who like just never go on YouTube,
Really?
which is awesome. I mean, it's perfect. It's so much better than if
did
they
you
knew.
vet them prior to make sure
No.
that they did not know who
Because
you
we
were?
were grasping at straws, like looking for anything to present to. Because I finished the presentation in like 2-3 days because we were like really rushing. it.
Yeah.
I like rehearsed it in my room and everything.
So how'd it go? So what was the reaction when you pitched this?
It was fun. It
Yeah.
was like
They
they
laughing
thought
or-
it was
yeah.
a real thing,
Yeah.
and then slowly it was similar to like, yeah, like they were like, "What the fuck is happening?" This, yeah, and then yeah, it was fun. It was quirky.
Did they get upset? I imagine there's one guy who's upset.
Dude,
who's
yeah,
just like,
one guy
"You wasted my time.
One
like,
guy
this is a
did
joke."
seem upset, but he didn't say it.
Yeah.
He was an older guy, and he just like left after the presentation. He just walked. He just left the couch. It was done on a couch. The guy just like got up and left. It was really funny.
You filmed it and everything?
For sure. Yeah, he looked mad.
How do they not feel like they're being pranked when you come in with cameras filming?
I told them, dude, a lot of the people there were filming like their own stuff. There were a lot of like founder influencer combo people who like there was it was very interesting. There was one girl who was like doing a lot of pictures and stuff, and her app was probably about, social media. So it made a lot of sense. It was like, I think we told them we were going to show it to our investors, is what we said. We're going to show it to our investors.
It's interesting they just let a random person kind of like waltz in and
Yeah, right?
have a presentation.
Yeah. I was talking to the girl who set it up for us, and she was like, I'm glad I did not bring like my actual launch house investors in. They would have fired me. It's like, holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
Huh.
So it worked out really well. It was just awkward as shit. It was so awkward. I was like, on zero sleep, and I was up there. I was like stumped because it was such a weird environment. I presented in a living room of a mega mansion. Not what I was expecting.
How many people were there?
It was the main group of people was like 8 watching, but the entire living room is like their office space. So there's a bunch of auxiliary people like kind of watching and shit. So I was like stumbling over my words and like f***ing it up. And afterwards, my manager was like, "Yo, Michael, that was funny as f***. You really made it look like you were having a hard time presenting." I was like, "Yep, yes, sir.
Gosh.
I am a fucking genius actor. Yep." Nah, I just stumbled over my words so much.
That's crazy.
It was fucking wild. Yeah, it was awkward.
So how did you come up with this idea?
I just thought of it. I don't know. It was probably when all the GameStop stuff was happening. Just like rattling around. Yeah, like the fish would be funny. I got the fish for this video, actually, like not for this video. I got it like months before, but it was with the video in mind. But now I love the fish. Yeah, the fish is great.
I wondered
love
if
that fish.
it would be harder to track, but if you did the same video with crypto, if it would get more views.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling it would.
Yeah,
'Cause-
I don't think
yeah.
there's an algorithmic. There probably
There was.
is,
There's the
actually.
hamster that made
yeah?
a ton of money day trading Bitcoin.
Damn.
No, it was buying and selling crypto. So this hamster would go on a wheel.
Yeah.
And depending on how long it was on the wheel for, like, every like second,
It was like
would
bullish or
spin.
bearish?
No, it would spin like in terms of like a different crypto.
Ah, okay,
And
okay.
so if it was on the wheel for like a minute, it'll stop on a certain crypto. And then depending on which way it enters or exits like a tube, would be buy and sell.
That's awesome.
So if it spun on the wheel and then went one side, it would be like it's buying that.
Yeah.
And then if it goes the other way, it's selling that. And so this thing made a lot of money.
That's sick.
Yeah. Oh, the hamster was called Mount Gox, I think it was.
That's funny as fuck. Yeah, I was thinking about making it do options, but I was pretty sure the account would just go to zero after like 2 months. So, yeah.
You could have taken 10,000 of that and just options it.
And just options
see
it.
what happens. Yeah.
I might still do it.
You could probably set up parameters that would make it very unlikely to lose if you just set them up the right way, like way out, in the distance, kind of in the money, and you just set yourself up so that, even though it bounces in between, you're probably not going to lose everything.
Yeah.